WYPL-TV is proud to present Memphis Sounds with George Klein. Sponsored by Blue City Cafe, the best meal on Beale. And now, GK, George Klein.
GK at Memphis Sounds, putting an awareness to Memphis music, focusing on its history, helping to expand the Memphis music collection at the library. For more information on how you can help get involved, simply call us at 901-415-2833. An old friend of mine, Mitch McCracken.
How you doing?
How you doing, Mitch?
Good, good.
Well, you worked a lot of radio stations, didn't you?
Boy, I did. I sure did.
But now you're back in Memphis.
Back in Memphis.
And you know, I first met you. Tell them how we met.
Okay.
It's in the book, I think.
Yes, it is. It's in the book.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
I was doing a project for my drama department, and I was supposed to interview an influential person in Memphis.
At Fraser High? At
Fraser High School, and I chose you.
And what happened?
Well, I went out to see you, and the first thing that you mentioned was that you knew my cousin, Tukey McCracken.
Yeah.
You know, so we talked about that for a little bit, but did the interview.
Johnny Southern, he sang out of it.
Yes, right, right. Had an almost hit called "In the Middle of a Lonely, Lonely
Night."
It was good,
yeah.
Yeah. So did the interview, and at the end of the interview, you asked me why I chose you. Anybody in Memphis, and I said, because I want to be you when I grow up. Or at least a disc jockey, and you helped me do that. Without, I would have never got the job at FM 100 without your recommendation.
Oh, Mike Powell was over there then, huh?
Yes, yes he was.
What was the lineup at FM 100 at that time? You remember?
Yeah, it was Mike Powell did mornings, Greg Hamilton did middays, Ron Michaels, your little bitty buddy, did afternoons, John Scott did 7 to midnight, and I did graveyards.
You know, Mitch, moving fast forward, let's talk about your book.
Okay.
Show the book there if you will on camera.
All
right. Radio Daze, D-A-Z-E.
Yeah, it was the 70s.
Yeah, that's right, mister. Talk about your book.
Okay. Well, the way it got started is actually when John Hester, my drama teacher, I stayed in touch with him for 30 years after.
At Fraser High.
Yeah, at Fraser High School. He passed away in 2005, and I wrote a tribute to him and put it on the class website. And people were going, wow, is this published? Because this is really good. And that's how the book got started. That was the first chapter that I wrote. It's chapter 4 in the book. And then I got into my days at FM 100, some really good stories about John Scott and and how those things happened. And then working for Sam Phillips at his station in Florence, Alabama.
That had to be strong.
Oh, it was great. It was great working for Sam.
You told me once that you had some long conversations with Sam.
Absolutely, yeah. He sat down and talked to me one day for about 2 hours.
Wow.
And so that was really good. Then I had a radio magazine that got
Radio and Records?
No, it was called Radio Magazine. It was the old Bob Hamilton and Friends radio report.
Okay.
And that was embezzled from me from Union Planters Bank and Stax Records was involved.
Really?
Yeah, so there's a chapter in there about that, which is really interesting.
Okay. Mitch, we're short on time today, but I want to thank you for all the nice write-ups you gave me about my book in the Examiner. You still write for the Examiner. It's a national newspaper.
Right.
And we appreciate you back here in Memphis. I know you were 15 years in Vegas, but now you're back home, huh?
Yeah, well, and I'll be back on the radio with MVP3 Radio.
How can they pick up your book?
You can go
Show it again.
You can go to crackerboxpublishing.com and buy it online there, or you can buy it on Amazon.com.
Either one has it.
Either one.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, I've read the book. It's a good book. It's about Memphis music. It's about Mitch's tour of radio stations all over the country, winding up in Vegas, and some really nice stories in there. Brings back a lot of wonderful memories. Good luck on your book.
All right, thank you so much.
Mitch McCracken, my man. It's Memphis Sounds with GK.